Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Queen Bernadette, also known as the Karmic Prosecutor. And with this video, I wanted to jumpstart some self-reflective questions that we could be asking ourselves. I got a download today. What is your why? Why? Why are you doing things? Why do you choose this? Why do you choose something that somebody else wouldn't choose? Really get into the deep reflection as to your motives and your intentions as to why you do things, okay? Why do you choose things? To help understand yourself, all right? Now, I found this absolutely wonderful article on positivepsychology.com that can jumpstart that process. So let's get into it together, shall we? This says 70 self-reflective questions to ask yourself. So get a paper and pen and start writing things down if you would rather. What I like to do, because I kind of have chicken scratch, my handwriting is not the neatest. So I like to just record it like I'm doing right now, or record it as a voice recording. Okay, so let's get into the 70 self-reflective questions, okay? It says here there are nearly endless questions, prompts, and ideas you can use to take a self-reflection break, okay? Some of these can be asked, answered, and addressed every day, while others may be best saved for occasional self-reflection, okay? Now, these can be used very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like this would be very, very good to be used during a prayer pause or during a retrograde. Mercury retrogrades are usually where you stop and reflect and, you just reassess things, right? So during the next Mercury retrograde, you can save this video for going through the various internal processes that you use every day to make your decisions as to your why, okay? So, number one, am I using my time wisely? Do you waste time? Do you procrastinate? I'm going to tell you, I like to relax most of the day. This is why the Libra part of me, right, will do a whole bunch of things during the beginning of the day, and then the rest of the day, don't bother me. Don't bother me. I don't want to hear it. Don't bother me, right? That's kind of the way I am. And that's me self-reflecting right now, right? I like to get everything done, get it over with. Don't ask me to do anything else the rest of the day. I know myself. This is kind of the way I am, I like to wake up early, get it done by, I'd say 12, 1 o'clock. I can relax, have a nice lunch, because I'm more productive in a relaxed state than a harried state, okay? So write this one down and then you write your answer. If you're comfortable sharing your answers here, great, wonderful. I get to know you better. And you get to know me better. So number two, am I taking everything for granted? Are you, what is the word? It starts with an E. I forget the name of the word. Entitled. Thank you. Thank you, Yeshaya. Are you entitled? Labeling yourself is part of the process, right? Sometimes there are labels that you wouldn't be even comfortable labeling yourself. Are you entitled? Do you just assume that things should be coming to you, right? And there is a difference between entitled and deserving, okay? We'll get into that in a later video. So ask yourself that question. Am I taking everything for granted, right? And that includes people, right? Are you taking your parents for granted, your siblings for granted, your job for granted? This is how this reinforces gratitude as well. When you take a look at the things that you have been taking for granted, it reinforces your gratitude within that area of your life so that it kind of does a reset, right? And you pour in non-entitled energy into whatever it is that was your answer here, okay? Whether it's a person, place, or thing, okay? Number 3, am I employing a healthy perspective? Is this helping people that you come in contact with, okay? Is this helping them or hurting them, okay? That's a big, big one for anybody that has a channel here on YouTube is, when we have to do as readers and uh, people that are in the public eye, we have to constantly reassess that. I constantly have to reassess, is what I'm doing helping people? And this is why we have the comment section, because then that's the feedback that you're giving us. Okay. I've gotten a lot of good feedback. A couple of people have gotten on into their relationships or into their unions. And, I have it screenshotted. So it's like, it's a nice thing to keep. And a couple of people have gone into union already. And I believe one got a marriage proposal. So, obviously the things that I'm doing here are helping, so congratulations to those people. God bless you. Okay. Number 4, am I living true to myself? Are you lying to yourself? This is why I ask you, what is your why, right? Am I living true to myself? Are you living for somebody else? Are you living according to some societal pressures, some religious pressures? Are you living for yourself? Okay. Are you being completely bold and brazen and unapologetic in the way you live your life? As you know, whatever you're doing, is it having a good effect or a bad effect on other people? That's kind of connected to the other previous questions, right? Are you living true to yourself? Are you saying one thing online, but living a different life when you stop recording? That's a biggie. That's a biggie. And I pose that question to anybody that's watching this channel that may be doing what I do, okay? Or trying to do what I do. That's another one. Number 5, am I waking up in the morning ready to take on the day? If I don't have anything to do, I do tend to wake up at like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, right? When people already have gotten their things done. I'm a little bit in that respect. I don't like getting up early, which I know I said that, I'll get up early and do what I have to do. That's only if I have to do it, right? If I don't have to do it, no, my ass is going to be snoring. Sorry. That's my Taurus. I like to sleep. I like to rest. Okay. I know myself. So I know that I'll be more productive if I get as much rest as possible. Okay. And if I'm kind of jolted out of that rest, you're going to get it done, but it's going to be begrudgingly. Okay. It's going to be like a bear that's poked out of their hibernation. Like how dare you, take a swipe with my long claws, right? No, I'm kidding. And for the most part, yeah, if I've had enough sleep, I am ready to take on the day. But I had to be in a relaxed state. I had to have a nice full breakfast, be able to sip my coffee, not gulp it down and, shovel the eggs and bacon down my throat. You know what I mean? It's like, you're not going to get the best out of me if I have to do that. Okay. So I know myself. It's about knowing yourself. This is such a great exercise, guys. Okay. Number 6, am I thinking negative thoughts before I fall asleep? This is a biggie. Okay. A lot of information is contained in our dreams, and a lot of heavenly guidance is given to us through our dreams. If you're having nothing but negative thoughts before you go to sleep, it's very, very important that you purge those thoughts. Look, This is not going to help me. You tell the Most High, Yeshaya, okay? Because you can't get to the Most High without Yeshaya. Facts, okay? A lot of people like to bypass and just go straight to the Father without acknowledging the Son. And but that's another video. So, you'll find out on Judgment Day. You don't have to believe me. So, are you having negative thoughts before you go to sleep? Okay? Whatever is bothering you, what I would do actually is take the negative thought, write down the negative thought, right? Write over it, I don't need this thought. It's doing nothing for me, right? Then burn it, right? Then burn it. Okay, make sure that you put out the fire and you take all the safety precautions before you go to bed. Okay, don't do this when you're really, really tired or you're drunk or you're sleeping off your drunkenness or whatever. Make sure that you're sober when you're doing this, right? And make sure that you've cleared out, and taken all the safety precautions before you've done this process. And wait a good, I'd say, half an hour, 45 minutes before you actually set yourself to bed. Okay? So that your body can adjust to the energies, right? And just give it to God. Say, God, you know how to handle these things. This is not something that's going to do anything for me. So I give this to you to do whatever you need to do with it. That's what I usually do. And it works. I'll have a nice dream. I'll usually have a prophetic dream, which you guys have seen some of my dreams. I've made videos about my dreams and everything. Yeah. And it works. Okay. So do what works for you, but just make sure that you include Yeshaya in it, because like I said before, a lot of people are now all of a sudden that they never acknowledged the Most High before. Now all of a sudden they want to go straight to the Most High without acknowledging His Son. It's like, and I'm sorry, He's turning a blind eye and a blind ear to you, or a deaf ear to you. Okay, it is what it is. Like I said, you don't have to believe me. You'll find out on Judgment Day. Anyway, moving on. Number 7, am I putting enough effort into my relationships? This is a biggie, okay? And this is not just relating to twin flame, okay? Am I putting enough effort into my relationships? Sibling, mother, father, grandparents, whatever, what have you, okay? Am I putting enough effort into my relationships? It's easy to put all the blame on somebody else when things are kind of like, shaky, right? It's easy to put the blame on everybody else, but what is your part in it? What is your part? Because it's not just that other person. If they're doing something that is not pleasing to you, what was it about you that made it okay for them to do that? Did you not establish a boundary? Is this a laundry list of the times that you've done the same thing expecting different results? Right? Think about that. Okay? Think about your most important relationships and see if you're putting enough effort into them. Okay? If you're just expecting the other person to just make it magically appear. Okay. If you're not the type of person to put boundaries, start putting boundaries. If, you're a little too aggressive, try softening up a little bit. Okay. If you're too soft, try, getting a little bolder. Okay. It's all about balance. All right. Okay. Number 8, am I taking care of myself physically? Exercising, eating right, getting enough sleep, drinking lots of water, taking your vitamins, getting your physicals, okay? All of that. We're told this pounded into our minds every day, but how many of us actually do this? All right? Make a checklist of these things that, you need to have done, okay? If you reach a certain age, get your screenings done. I'm 44. Next year, I have to start getting colon cancer screening, okay? Officially. All right. Especially since I'm Hispanic. Okay. People of color have a proportionally higher rate of colon cancer than their white counterparts or any other, country. Okay. So we have to really be on top of that. Okay. Your mammograms. Okay. It's not the most fun process, but you got to do it. It's like, yeah, it's gonna be uncomfortable, but they know how much pressure to apply that nothing bursts. So don't be afraid if this is the first time you're getting a mammogram. Okay. I had a mammogram about, what was it, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, something like that, and everything's good, thank God. Okay. But you still have to get those screenings. Okay. So make a task list of what those screenings are. Okay. I want you guys healthy when you get into union. Okay. I want you to be not only, looking nice, but also being nice on the internals. Okay. Alrighty. So getting into number 9, am I letting matters that are out of my control stress me out? This is a very, very important one. Okay. Am I letting matters that are out of my control stress me out? Okay. You can't prevent somebody from doing magic, and trying to control a situation. That just shows, number 9, that they have no control. So they're trying to usurp control. Okay. All you can do is pray on this situation. I know I say it all the time, and this is gonna this what I'm saying right now is gonna fall on deaf ears if you don't believe in the power of prayer, right? If you don't believe in its power, then what I'm saying to you is gonna be like, well, let's move on to number 10, right? Let's hurry up and move on. But I really do have to spend a bit of time here letting you know that prayer does work, because people are thinking that there is a staunch way of doing it that everybody has to follow. No, your way of praying to I shouldn't say okay, because I'm speaking to my Israelites here. Whenever I make these videos, I'm talking to the Israelites, and unless I make it clear that I'm talking to everybody. Okay. So for anybody that is, a little perturbed by the things that I'm saying, well, I'm not talking to you, so there's no reason to be upset. This is not your video. Mosey along. So are you letting matters that are out of your control stress you out? There are things that you cannot do anything about. Okay. And when you really decipher what those things are, then you can control the things that you are in control of. Okay. There is fate, destiny, and then there is free will. But your free will is really limited to things that are not cosmic. Okay. Things that are cosmic, that are under God's control, are not under your control. Okay. The only thing that you have control over is Coke or Pepsi. That's that or pink or red, or a dress or pants. Okay, these minor things. The major things are up to God. Okay, so first, in order to facilitate this process, you would need to know what exactly is under your control and what isn't. Right? You can only control your reaction to things, not the actions of people. You can definitely control how you react to it, though. Okay? That's a definite. Especially if the way that you've been reacting has not produced the results that were favorable to you. Okay? And not doing anything but making the situation worse. Okay? So keep that in mind. Number 10, am I achieving the goals that I have set for myself? If you don't have a clear set of goals, and I have told you this in other videos, way before we started talking about this whole narcissism thing and, how to notice it in other people, I have told you before, make a checklist. Okay. The major ones first, because that's what's going to make you feel accomplished and want you to keep on tacking off the goals. The biggest ones first. Remember how I told you in that video and also use the lettering on the page bigger than the minor ones, okay? The major things you want to tack off, once you draw that line across that goal, what a satisfying feeling. It's such a satisfying feeling. I never thought I would get to this point, right? Let's say you want to learn how to drive, right? Because it's very important for work or where you're moving to, they don't have public transportation. Learn to drive, right? Let's say that's one of them, right? I know that's one for me, right? If you put learn to drive, let's say you have 5 major goals, right? And the top one, because it has to do with work, is learn to drive. Or you may need your CDL, if you're a truck driver or whatever, whatever your particular situation is. Write that in big, big letters, right? That way, it also does something to your eye brain coordination in order to tell yourself in your mind, this is big, I crossed it out. There's something through that process, crossing it out, right? That's cathartic, right? Knowing that you have gotten that license. It's going to lead to good pay and, benefits, this, that, and the other thing, okay? So keep that in mind. I wish I still had access to that particular video. I remember that one was, I think I did that one in 2017, okay? Yeah, I think it was 2017 because my first video here on YouTube was in 2016. I believe that was in December, okay? So it had to have been 2017. I think the bulk of my stuff was towards the end of 2016 into 2017, So let's continue. Now, these are 30 questions. I hope you're here for it, guys, okay? The following 30 questions are questions you can ask yourself every day to get to know yourself better. Who am I, really? Okay? Write your answer down. What worries me most about the future? Write that down. If this were the last day of my life, would I have the same plans for today? Probably not, right? Write that down. What am I really scared of? Be really real with yourself, raw with yourself, okay? Am I holding on to something I need to let go of? That's an important one. If not now, then when? That's for the procrastinators, okay? What matters most in my life? What is the central theme of what you're working towards, okay? What am I doing about the things that matter most in my life? Are you working towards those goals, okay? Or are you just talking the talk but not walking the walk, okay? This is time to get real with yourselves, guys, okay? Why do I matter? That right there, number 9, could really be the impetus for a lot of self-growth, okay? Number 10, have I done anything lately that's worth remembering? And then jot down what it is and put it up on your mirror, okay? And remind yourself, okay? Number 11, have I made someone smile today? I hope I have. I'm a bit of a goober, so I'm hoping that I make people smile. I'm hoping I make you smile. I hope I make you chuckle. I hope I make you laugh, okay? But also I hope I teach you something, okay? Number 12, what have I given up on? This is important too. Number 13, when did I last push the boundaries of my comfort zone? For introverts, this is a very, very important question for you guys, okay? Now, divine masculine, you could be taking this test too, okay? You can be doing this as well. I want both of you guys, divine masculine and divine feminine, to be taking this like self-reflection, okay? It's very important. Number 14, if I had to instill one piece of advice in a newborn baby, what advice would I give? Those are for those that have children as part of their destiny. And if you are a Israelite, most likely you have children as part of your destiny, because let's face it, we're twins and we have to bring in the third energy. Okay. Remember, men do not have womb chakras. That's a lie. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it the way, and my homegirl Aquaria said it in her video too. And it's absolutely true. Stop buying into the lie. Men do not have womb chakras. It's a lie. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Okay. Getting off my soapbox now. Okay. Let's see here. What small act of kindness was I once shown that I will never forget? This really, really, really is important here. Okay. A lot of this is a fabulous fact. I'm so glad the Most High gave me this opportunity to make this video for you guys. Look at the questions that they're asking. Wow. What small act of kindness was I once shown that I will never forget? Mine, I'm going to tell you, I'm getting chills. For a time I was homeless. Okay. I was a vagabond and, traveling and everything. You guys know about my struggles. So, there's nobody that can tell me about anything. I know struggle. Okay. I come from the school of hard knocks, and I was in this, I was in a house, right? It was not my house. So basically I was staying there for the time being. And I didn't know where my next meal was going to come from. I had one small bag of popcorn, and I had maybe had 2 kernels of popcorn, and just hoped that I wouldn't pass out. Okay. And the guy that came in to wax the floors, right? He had just finished waxing the floors, and he was like, you know what? I gotten pretty good pay. I did pretty good in my paycheck, this week. So here's $100. I felt and gave thanks to the Most High, because, when you don't know if you're going to eat again, getting that amount of money is a godsend. And that was God letting me know, I'm never going to leave you. You're being silly for even thinking that I would leave you. What homeless person do you know can actually stay in a house? Right? You have all of the creature comforts, you have everything that you need here. You have working locks and everything. So I'm taking care of you in the time being, while I wring you out of everything that's unnecessary out of your life. Okay. And like wringing you out like a mop, right? Of all the unnecessaries. And when I got that $100, I was like, wow. And notice how the lessons were connected to the things that, as a Taurus, okay, I'm connected to. So a lot of the things that you're going to be wrung out with are connected to what's coming with your destiny. Okay. One day I will have a house. One day I will never have to worry about money or ever eating, worry about eating again. Okay. And that in that moment, let me know, I have you covered. I have you covered. You're my daughter. I set you apart, sealed, right? Also, my Israelites, if you've been hearing the word sealed, then you got nothing to worry about. Okay? There are people that can say, and I wanted to kind of make like an addendum to this video here. There are some that have repeatedly denied the existence of a patriarchal God, but then want to say the Most High, which is a man. Like I said in my other videos, make it make sense. You speak poorly about the male gender, then want to run to a patriarchal God, call him the Most High, but forgetting about his son, which is a man as well. You're not going to see God until you acknowledge Yeshaya. So I don't know how you're trying to bypass and try to take a shortcut. We'll talk about that in the next video. Let's not try to take shortcuts, okay? But in reference to this question here, that small act of kindness changed me, okay? Number 16, how will I live knowing I will die? Eventually we will all expire. Well, um, well, this is something that's more apt for a live with me and my homegirl Aquaria. We can get into that. Will we all die? The whole Israelite if you are a true Israelite, not somebody that's claiming it, but a true Israelite, unless you are Hispanic, Native, or Black, you're not Israelite. I'm sorry. I hate to burst your bubble, but pop. Okay. And I'm probably going to lose a couple of more subscribers on that, but you know what? It's not about me pumping my ego with numbers. It's about really separating the wheat and the chaff. And if I have to get a drop, I got to get a drop. Oh, well. Okay. But that is more apt for me doing a live with our homegirl Aquaria so that she can explain this to you in depth. Okay. If you want more about this, join the Facebook group TTSI, 12 Tribes Sisters of Israel. Okay. And we really, really talk about that. But, you will be asked questions before entry into the group. Okay. So, number 17, what do I need to change about myself? Okay. We all need to change something. None of us are perfect. Okay. We all need to change something. I definitely had things that I need to change. Definitely, guys. Oh my goodness. And, when I get to thinking about the things that I need to change, it's like, there's a stubborn part of me. Oh yes, I get, look, I'm just being a Taurus. I'm just being a Taurus. I don't know any other way to be, my friend tells me that I'm more Scorpio than Taurus. It's like, no. I see more Scorpio in you than Taurus. It's like, yeah, you're Taurus for certain things, but, you're more Scorpionic than anybody that I know. Okay. Which is kind of like, it's true because I'm all about justice, right? But that's connected to my Libra. So it's like, Libra and Scorpio, when you have those together in your chart, it's like you're going to be all about the justice business, right? So I don't know any other way to be. It's like to change at 44 now. It's like, I just came on to this journey, like, back in 2007. Okay. Even before that, it was, I was having a conversation with my friend last night, and I had told you guys about the 144 stitches that were in my back, right? And even back then, I knew that 144 was a special thing, okay? When I was smaller, I took peeks at the Bible, but I didn't really look at it because I was a kid. I didn't understand what the vernacular, okay? But there was something about that 144. And I knew that there was this 3 zeros that were after it. But I knew seeing 144. So the angel numbers, okay, they started coming in when I was about 10 years old. Okay, that's young. Okay, a lot of people started in their adulthood. I started this whole twin flame journey back, without even knowing that that's what I was doing. Okay, and when it was scoliosis patients, when they cut open your back and they fix everything up and install the Harrington rods and everything, which I don't know if they still do because that's 1985 technology. When they close your back up, they put staples, right? They staple everything together. And this was about maybe a month or so after I went to go have them taken out, have the staples taken out. And there was exactly 144 staples. Okay. So you do the math. You explain to me what this can be. Okay. If it's not twin flame, then I don't know what is. Okay. So already. Number 18. Is it more important to love or be loved? Mm-hmm. How many of my friends would I trust with my life? Okay. Who has had the greatest impact on my life? Would I break the law to save a loved one? Yeah. Yeah, I would. I'm going to say it right now. I would. If it meant saving somebody's life, yeah. That I loved, yeah, I would. Fuck it. Okay. Um, would I steal to feed a starving child? Yes. Yes, I would. I would risk, uh, you know, breaking a commandment or two to feed a starving child. I would. I would. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's I don't feel like he's mad at that. There are certain things that are, it's like not like it's going to be glossed over, but it's like, it's all, your intentions, you know what I mean? I'm not saying to go out and steal anything, that's not giving you an excuse here to go out and steal, okay, at all, or commit a crime, that's not giving you an excuse to do so. So I'm just going to put that disclaimer right now. I'm not advocating that. Okay. What do I want most in life? Number 24. What is life asking of me? Number 25. Which is worse, failing or never trying? Never trying. That's my thing, but everybody has a different answer. Number 26. If I try to fail and succeed, what have I done? Okay. What is the one thing I'd like others to remember about me at the end of my life? Okay. Number 28. Does it really matter what others think about me? Number 29. To what degree have I actually controlled the course of my life? Okay. Number 30. When all is said and done, what will I have said more than I have done? Okay. Now, finally, this is going to take you a while, this exercise, okay? So, I'll check back with you guys in a couple of days in a live, okay, to really go over this list. I'm gonna do this introspection as well. So you're gonna be getting my answers as well, okay? And it's gonna be brutally honest, as only Hood knows how to be. But you'll get to know more about me as well, okay? Number 1, my favorite way to spend the day is, if I could talk to my teenage self, the one thing I would say is, number 3, the 2 moments I'll never forget in my life are, and describe them in great detail and what makes them so unforgettable. Okay. Number 4, make a list of 30 things that make you smile. Number 5, write about a moment experienced through your body. Making love, making breakfast, going to a party, having a fight, an experience you've had, or imagine for your character. Leave out thought and emotion and let all information be conveyed through the body and senses. Wow, I really, really like this article, guys. Wow. Okay. Number 6. The words I'd like to live by are, if you're not feeding me, fucking me, or financing me, your opinion doesn't matter. You know that's my jam right there. I love it. I love it. The 3 F's. The 10 Commandments and the 3 F's. Okay. Alrighty. Number 7, I couldn't imagine living without. Number 8, when I'm in pain, physical or emotional, the kindest thing I can do for myself is. Number 9, make a list of the people in your life who genuinely support you and whom you can genuinely trust. Then make time to hang out with them. I just saw something pass by right now. That's an angel right there. It was so fast. Angels are fast, dude. Okay. Let's see here. Number 8, when I'm in pain, physical or emotional, the kindest thing I can do for myself is. That's going to be different for everybody. Number 9, make a list of the people in your life who genuinely support you and whom you can generally trust and make it. I think I did this already. That's wow, that's interesting. Notice how, not even consciously, guys, okay, because I'm not always looking at my screen when I'm talking, I completely forgot about number 8. So maybe that's something that I had to work on, right? Maybe that's the big, big one right there, okay? And it's going to be different for everybody. So see, I'm not exempt to this. I have to do this too. If I'm going to tell you guys to do it, I have to do this too, all right? Number 10, what does unconditional love look like for you? Number 11, what things would you do if you loved yourself unconditionally? How can you act on these things even if you're not yet able to love yourself unconditionally? Number 12, I really wish others knew this about me. Number 13, name what is enough for you. Number 14, if my body could talk, it would say. Number 15, name a compassionate way you've supported a friend recently. Then write down how you can do the same for yourself. Number 16, what do you love about life? Number 17, what always brings tears to your eyes? As Paulo Coelho has said, tears are words that need to be written. Number 18, write about a time when your work felt real, necessary, and satisfying to you, whether the work was paid or unpaid, professional or domestic, physical or mental. I'm going to tell you right now, I love what I do here on this channel. I enjoy it. I don't have to charge a red cent for it. I just, knowing that it's reaching you is enough for me. That's it. That's enough. You know? I think I answered my own question. Okay. Number 19, write about your first love, whether it's a person, place, or thing. Number 20, using 10 words, describe yourself. Number 21, what surprised you the most about your life or life in general? Number 22, what can you learn from your biggest mistakes? Number 23, I feel most energized when. Number 24, write a list of questions to which you urgently need answers. Number 25, make a list of everything that inspires you, whether books, websites, quotes, people, paintings, stores, or stars in the sky. What's one topic, number 26, what's one topic you need to learn more about to help you live a more fulfilling life. Then follow through and learn more about that topic. Number 27, I feel happiest in my skin when. Number 28, make a list of everything you'd like to say no to. Number 29, make a list of everything you'd like to say yes to. Number 30, write the words you need to hear. Alrighty. Now, the rest of this, I'm going to give you the link to this article so that you can have access to these questions and these exercises. And then we'll do a live and we'll discuss this with each other. Just so for the sake of me getting to know you guys better, you getting to know me better, if I'm going to be teaching you, you have to get to know your teacher. Okay? So I had to be completely raw with myself as well. Okay? So that being said, guys, I hope that this video has spurred the introspection process, which can be a very, very beautiful process. Okay? There may be some tears. There may be some anger. Okay? But you got to feel into it. Excuse me. Feel into it, then let it go. Okay? Don't remain there. Nobody's saying that you should not feel angry, not feel this, not feel that. Just don't remain there. Okay? I really enjoyed doing this video, guys. Wow. I really, really enjoyed this. And I'm going to enjoy the live even more. And I'm going to invite our homegirl Aquaria onto that live so that we all can do this together. Okay? I think it's really a great way of getting to know each other, okay? And how similar, how different we are. I feel after this, we're going to find ourselves finding that there's a lot more similarities than differences, okay? So I love you guys. I'm praying for you all the time. Love you all. Ladies and gentlemen, both. Do this. Really be honest and raw with yourself, and you're going to see some things lift off of you. Okay? A lot of this is acknowledgement. You know, if you've been repressing certain things, okay, bringing it to the surface for a clearing is very, very important. And I hope that this process facilitates that. Okay? Love you guys, and I will talk to you soon.